Hi, I'm Abhishek Bachchan and you are watching Bollywood Hungama.
Well, we have with us Abhishek Bachchan after a long tryst with getting his appointment, and he's finally with us back on Bollywood Hungama on huge popular demand. Abhishek, pleasure having you back on Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you, Faridoon. I'm very relieved. First of all, my apologies to all your viewers.
Right.
That, when we did the thing for Housefull 3 with Akshay and Ritesh, I had a family emergency, so I had to go somewhere, so I couldn't be there.
Right.
And, I was just thinking the other day that you don't feel your film is releasing until you haven't spoken to you.
That's the wonderful.
You feel something is incomplete. I haven't spoken to Bollywood Hungama and Faridoon has not done the head tilt yet. So you feel it's incomplete. So I'm sorry I made you wait, but finally
it's
we're
fine.
here.
It's fine. But I think the best part is that we're finally meeting actually. When it comes to comedy, everyone is so confident that Abhishek Bachchan will be having something different up his sleeve. I must tell you something very honestly. My wife has said hi to you.
Okay.
In the last so many years, like say 10 years, for example, she has never said hi to any actor.
Oh, really?
I'll be honest about it. She admires Shah Rukh Khan for being the entire family man image that he had. But for the very first time, and she loved your performance in Happy New Year.
Oh,
and even generally,
Please thank her for me. That's very sweet.
She has never met any star. She has never ever even asked that she wants to meet any star, but she has said hi to you.
Oh, wonderful.
Which is something that
Hello.
that I can tell you that.
Thank you so much.
All right. So, what is it about comedy somewhere that you manage to entertain people so much that there's so many of your films which have come, which have really
Faridoon, very honestly, because we've been doing a lot of promotions. So, like I've always said, promotions are almost cathartic for an actor. Apart from that, they're very educational because you actually learn a lot about yourself just by speaking. And a journalist pointed out to me that this is actually my second all-out comedy film.
Okay.
So I said no, and then they made me count it off. I mean, apart from some of the unintentionally comic ones, but Bol Bachchan was my first out-and-out comedy film. They classified Happy New Year as a heist film in which I had a comic role, and now Housefull, so these are the two pure comedies that I've done.
Okay.
But I think what happens is
I think it was very funny.
Yeah, but Dostana was more of a romantic comedy of sorts. I mean,
but it's very funny.
Thank you.
It's
so I think the roles that I've done that have been slightly funny.
John Abraham and all the time.
So be it thank you. Be it Dostana or be it say Bunty or Bubbly.
Exactly.
Happy New Year, Bol. But I think roles that maybe I've done something a bit light-hearted or comic. If they've gone down well with the audience, then people tend to think that okay, this is good. So maybe that's the reason. I'm just thankful that people appreciate my work.
Right. No, but I think comedy, several films, like even Bluffmaster, for example, it had its comic moments. And Happy New Year, definitely. It's something that, at the risk of saying, but you were the most watchable actor as far as Happy New Year is concerned.
Oh, that's very sweet.
So I'm sure that Shah Rukh Khan wouldn't like it, but
no, I've always said the entire credit of that film has to go to Farah and Shah Rukh.
Right.
Their belief system in that film and the guidance that Farah and Shah Rukh gave me. My performance would probably be a tenth of what it was without them. Without Farah and Shah Rukh, that film would have been nothing. Okay,
and coming to Housefull 3, I was watching this song, Fake-ish, a short while back, and I was literally laughing at it because, it pretends to be a very serious song. Kailash Kher is singing it in a very serious manner, actually.
Yeah.
And the lyrics are hilarious. It's like
yes, they are.
The way it is that it's a very unique sort of unintentional sort of situation which is there. How the experience of shooting was something like that?
It was great. Actually, there's a bit of a story behind that song. There was a huge dilemma because the song comes at a point where these characters, who are very matlabi, the three boys, finally realize that they have to become selfless because the girls they're in love with are actually selfless towards them. So this is actually the song where there's that changeover. Right. In every comedy film, you need that one thing to show that, okay, these people are morally correct. So this is the song that is meant to be the changeover. But then when we heard the song, the situation, Sajid-Farhad were very clear, and we had many discussions about this, that we can be very genuine about it. But let's not lose the world of the film. This is Housefull. This is not some film that, you have to get into justifying a particular emotion. This is the world of Housefull. It's zany, it's crazy, it's a lot of fun. So let's not lose that world. So that is when we all arrived at this kind of way of doing the song. I was of the opinion initially that let's make it very serious because this is the changeover of the characters. The audience should not feel कि यार ये लड़के लोग बहुत मतलबी हैं. So that was meant to be the changeover, but they made me realizing that's fair enough. It's a great point, but do it within the world of the film and within the performance of the film. So it was a lot of fun, man. And working with Ritesh and Akshay is just so much fun because they're so good at comedy. And when they're armed with writing and words of Sajid-Farhad, who are just brilliant at the genre, it's going to be a lot of fun.
उनसे बात करने में इतना मजा आता है that it's like really entertaining guys, and they really enjoy.
Killer one-liners.
They enjoy it. And they've written the lyrics as well, I believe.
Yes, they've written.
Which is and they were happy about the fact that we are writing lyrics after quite some time. They've been Munna Bhai lyric writers in the past. Even Tang Utha Ke, I think it's looking quite entertaining. At times there is this criticism that buffoonery ho rahi hai and this and that. But at the same time, there are people, especially children, who love to watch something of this sort. So how do you deal with this entire contrast? That
No. Whoever says that it's buffoonery and all that, it's absolutely correct.
It is.
It is, but that's what the film is. It is a slapstick situational comedy. If you see Housefull 1 and 2, it's a situational comedy which is, peppered with slapstick. There's one big house, there's a whole lot of people in it, and everything goes wrong. And it's the comedy on that. But that's what the film is.
Right.
The film is not, like I said, I think the great thing about Housefull is what you see is what you get. The brand is so strong, and people know the world which the film exists in. It's not, we're not trying to be some very cerebral film. This is a film about tomfoolery. This is a film about slapstick humor.
Right.
This is a film which is made for children. So it is going to be almost borderline childish at times. But that is what the film is.
Right. Okay, and these are the sort of films that bring audience to the theatre. Now we are seeing this entire interesting thing right now, interesting sort of a phenomenon in a way as well, that Hollywood films, they are really making a big impact right now, and even regional cinema, like say for example Marathi films, like Sairat, the way it has the sort of business that it has done, even Nat Samrat in recent times.
Lebhari.
Lebhari was a bit I'm talking about this year primarily. So the biggest hit so far is Jungle Book. But something like Housefull is the trade is very excited about it, that isko public jo hai wo usko dekhne ke liye aayegi theaters mein somewhere. But still, do you feel that it's an interesting phase right now, and Bollywood needs to do something?
I've always told this to you, and I've been saying this the last 3 to 4 years, that I think this is actually the golden era of our industry. I'm not trying to make a statement about the classics that I've made. They're films that are going to be untouchable. But when I mean by golden era is because I feel the audience has become a lot more accepting. Say in the 70s and 80s, a hero was slotted. Action hero, romantic hero, dramatic hero. So tragedy king or angry young man or chocolate boy. And they weren't really allowed by the industry to move out of that image. It was very rare that actors transcended those images and went across. Today, take somebody like Akshay for example. His last film was Airlift. Wonderful film. And now he's doing a Housefull, and then he moves on to a Rustam. How interesting. What fun that an actor can experiment with their genres, because the audience is accepting of these films, and these films are doing well. I mean, you see this year there's been brilliant cinema that's come out, some very thought-provoking films, very powerful films, very serious films. I mean, to the extent, if I may, I think Housefull is the first out-and-out family comedy that's coming this year. Some of these films, do you think they would have been made 15, 20 years ago? I don't think they would have ever been greenlit also.
Absolutely.
So today we're in this wonderful phase where all kinds of films are being made, and actors are getting the opportunity, if they have the talent to pull it off, to do a whole variety of roles. So I think it's very exciting.